And in conclusion, I'm sure that George Smith could do a good job as class president. I wouldn't be running against him if I didn't think I could do a better job. Thank you.
You've convinced me. Vote for Morley.
It's a fine speech, Steve. Is all this food for me?
You and your friends. A ham and a chicken in every knapsack. That's my motto.
But we're going fishing. We'll be gorging ourselves on trout.
What if the trout are not as hungry as the men?
You don't have any faith in your men.
Oh, I do. It's the trout I don't trust.
All right, then.
Are you sure my speech is okay, Dad?
Oh, it's a good speech, Steve, but why do you plug George Smith at the end of it?
Well, my campaign manager thinks I should have a kind, generous, and friendly image.
That's not an image. That's the truth.
One politician to another. What do you think your chances are of getting elected?
Well, Hank's taking a straw poll, and I'm supposed to lose.
So was Harry Truman once until the votes were counted. You're not licked yet.
Katie's right, Steve. Well, I'd better be running along. There are 3,000 fat, trusting trout waiting for me.
Are you going to use flies or lures?
Anything and everything. I may even end up using worms.
Dad, how low can you sink?
Mighty low when it comes to fish.
My campaign committee. I'll say goodbye, Dad.
So long, Stephen. Good luck.
You too. Oh, and Dad, don't use any worms. That's really Squaresville.
If I do, I'll get the worms to keep it quiet.
Hi.
Hi. You are going to win the election.
I am?
I got great news. We just found out George Smith was a locker thief at his last school.
And you got caught.
And got kicked out.
So who's going to vote for George?
You're in, old buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, I wonder what poor Glenn's had for dinner tonight.
Well, I'm sure he's having trout.
Katie, there's something I ought to tell you.
What?
Don't expect too much. Glenn is probably the worst fisherman in the Western world.
Hi.
Hi, Stephen.
What time on Monday is Dad coming home?
Sometime in the evening.
Oh.
Why, something the matter?
No, not really. I think I'll get a glass of milk.
Stephen. What is the matter?
Well,
The election? Well, you can't win them all.
yeah, I can win this one.
You can. Well, then that's good, isn't it?
It's not that simple. It turns out that George Smith got kicked out of his last school for being a locker thief.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, the thing is, nobody else knows it yet.
I see.
Except, I mean, Lucy and Hank do. They think we ought to spread the word around. But, well, I don't. Still, they say it's my duty. I wish Dad were here. I mean, he's a politician. He'd know the right thing to do.
Stephen, you already know the right thing to do.
Yeah, but maybe Lucy's gonna blab anyway. I mean, it's not my business what she does.
Isn't it?
Well, I'll sleep on it anyway. Maybe I can stall till Dad gets back. Good night, Katie.
Good night.
Good night, Grandma.
Good night, dear. What's the matter, Katie?
Well, I'm sorry Glenn isn't here, but I wish Stephen would realize that I am.
It's the only way you can beat George Smith. I'm supposed to be kind, generous, and friendly. Realistic, upstanding, and forthright.
Anybody want to watch an old gangster movie?
You are right. They're wrong. Sleep on it. Sleep on it. Sleep on it. George Smith, you are the absolute greatest.
You're right, honey. I am.
Tell me, how did you ever get to the top of the racket?
Well, I started out with lockers at the age of 13.
And nobody ever tried to stop you?
No, only weak-willed Steve Morley.
I understand he failed dismally.
You kidding? Now he works for me. Wow. If it ain't good old, kind, friendly, and generous Steve. Get off his lap, honey. There's gonna be gunplay. Steve, you don't got the guts to fire a gun. I don't got the guts. You don't got the guts. I got the guts. Sometimes in life it pays to be realistic. What did you do it for, Steve? I'm upstanding and forthright. Well, forthright anyway. Get rid of the evidence.
You are under arrest.
Who are you?
I'm the star detective. I saw the whole thing. I cannot be bribed.
How about 50 cents?
I cannot be bribed.
Oh, we make it $1.
I cannot be bribed.
I'll make your bed for a week.
2 weeks?
All right, 2 weeks.
I didn't see a thing.
Sort of disillusioned you. A little moral fiber some people have.
You're right, Stevie. You know, George Smith was beginning to bore me.
You'll never get bored with me, baby. Hi, Katie.
I thought I heard gunshots.
Firecrackers.
Stephen, I don't think the life you're leading is morally right.
I just got elected head of all the rackets.
How were you elected?
Unanimously. We won't have to sell pancakes anymore.
I don't want anything from you.
But I'll send you food baskets from time to time.
No. Even my pancakes wilt at the sight of them.
Katie, please. Katie? She doesn't approve of what I did.
Who needs grown-ups? Steve, you're on the top of the world.
Yeah, I'm the winner.
You're the absolute greatest.
But I'm still going to send food baskets to Katie.
No, Mr. Allhart, Steve.
Stop the music. Son, you're under arrest.
Who are you?
I am the public prosecutor. I've got this place surrounded by 6,000 men. Now come along peacefully.
All right, but you'll never convict me.
Sorry, son, but I will.
No, you won't. You'll never convict me. Never. Never. You'll never convict me. Never. Never. Never.
Stephen, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What's the matter?
Nothing. You were having a nightmare and shouting. You were going to send me food baskets, and they will never convict you.
Sorry if I woke you.
That's what I'm here for.
Katie, is there any way I can get Dad on the phone before Monday?
Not very easily. He's 5 miles from the telephone.
Oh.
George Smith,
Yeah.
we could talk about it.
No, it's all right. I'll figure out what to do.
I'm sure you will.
Good night, Katie.
Good night, Stephen.
You don't got the guts. I got the guts.
You're under arrest. Sort of. George was the absolute greatest, but he's beginning to bore me.
The life you are leading is not morally right.
Son, you're under arrest. 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 Arrest.
We are met here to try Steve Morley for the killing of George Smith. How do you plead, you cold-blooded killer?
Not guilty.
Rise when you address the court.
Not guilty.
Your Honor, may I remind you that in 714 weeks on TV, I have never failed to secure a conviction.
I am aware of that.
What with my relentless cross-examinations, my surprise witnesses, and the fact that the murderer always ends up by confessing, invariably with his hands over his face.
Get to the point.
Well, I merely wish to suggest that we dispense with the trial.
What does the defense attorney say to that?
I don't have one.
Rise when you address the court.
All right. But I still don't have one.
Why not?
I'm such a loathsome character, no one would defend me.
I will defend you.
You never wanted to see me again.
You're still my boy, Stephen.
I object. Your Honor, this pancake purveyor isn't even an attorney.
Objection overruled.
Why?
Because her pancakes are terrific.
First witness. Did you see Stephen Morley murder George Smith?
I didn't see a thing.
I suggest that you have been bribed.
I cannot be bribed.
Then why has Steve been making your bet?
He's my brother. He likes me.
Where did you suddenly get that dollar bill?
From my brother. He likes me.
You were present at the scene of the murder.
Oh, sure, I was there.
Then how can you testify that you didn't see anything?
I drink a lot.
You're a witness.
No question.
Good strategy. Maybe you'll get me off after all, Katie.
It's my duty to my son.
As usual, I have a surprise witness. And what is your name?
See,
And who are you?
I'm Steve Morley's mom. And by nature, I'm a blabber.
Did Steve Morley kill George Smith?
Did he? He was just like,
Wait. There's absolutely no doubt in your mind?
standing right beside him.
You are dismissed, my dear. Honest citizen. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to sum up, Steve Morley is a menace to society. He is tough, ruthless, and loathsome. And you simply must find him guilty. The prosecution rests.
The defense may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let me tell you about my boy, Stephen. He's a good boy. Kind, generous, and friendly. He did fall in with evil companions who tried to make him do the wrong thing. But he did not do the wrong thing. Oh, he was tempted. But he did not kill George Smith. Why, it's simply not in his character to do such a thing. And that is why you must find him not guilty. The defense rests.
Suits me. Jury, not guilty. Right? The defendant is dismissed. So now let's have some pancakes.
Brad. First time I've ever lost a case in my entire career.
No, I am guilty. I did do it. I killed George Smith in cold blood. I did it.
What did I tell you? They always confess. Every week. No, especially the hands over the face. Didn't I tell you?
Where did I go wrong? Stephen.
I did it.
Stephen, you must wake up.
Oh, sure.
Hurry up, I made some Swedish pancakes.
Great. I'll be right down. Phew, what a nightmare.
You kept saying, I did it. What was it you did?
I killed George Smith.
I think there are better ways to win an election.
Boy, these are the greatest pancakes ever.
Thank you, Stephen.
How come pancakes today, anyhow?
To loosen your tongue, some people you give martinis, others Swedish pancakes.
I do have a problem.
I thought so.
I keep wondering what Dad would say,
I think your father would tell you to follow your conscience,
even if it means losing.
even if it means losing.
Are you really sure Dad would say that?
I'm not positive what your father would say, but
Well-
it's what I would say.
All right. What else do you think?
I think you should maintain your self-respect.
Well, how about Hank and Lucy? How do I keep them from telling on their own?
It's your campaign. You're the boss.
It's that easy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Katie. Thanks for caring.
It's nice to have someone to care about.
It was really kind of groovy the way you understand me.
Yeah, kind of groovy. Did you just say what you just said?
Yes, I just said what I just said. We're not allowed to spread the word about George? Please, don't do it.
Why not?
Because I don't want to win that way. You're being ethical. Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it. Boy, that's something. You know, you really are worth voting for. Thanks. Lucy?
For once in my life, I agree to keep my mouth shut, too. You know something? I bet Steve could be elected.
Yeah. Maybe we just haven't worked hard enough.
Besides all the ethics and everything, he's much better looking than George.
It's a wild party, Katie. Thanks.
Fun for me, too, but don't dislocate too many bones.
Stephen, I want to thank you for inviting me to your party. We had hamburgers coming out our ears. We needed somebody to eat them up. Steve? Yeah? Well, I know you knew about that locker bit. Who told you? Guess. By nature, she's a blabbermouth. We all have our faults, I guess. Look, it's okay. No, it isn't. But it was 2.5 years ago. You don't have to say anything. All right. Thanks.
George, I haven't had a chance to congratulate you.
Oh, thank you, Miss Morley.
I know you will make the second best president they could have elected.
You know, I agree with you. Excuse me.
Well, runner-up, you look worn out.
Well, I'll tell you, Katie, a moral victory takes a lot out of you. Hi, Katie.
You sneaked in so quietly, I'd never have known.
Well, dirty. Let me put this stuff down.
Have something to put on ice? I cleared away the freezer.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Oh, how's Steve? Did he win the election?
He lost.
Was he upset?
No, he was a very good loser.
How come? He never learned that from me.
Maybe he learned it from me. Where's the stuff for the freezer?
This.
Chicken leftovers?
Oh, we ate all the ham.
No trout?
There was one little itty-bitty one. I had to throw him back.
Nothing at all? Even with worms?
I would not sink that low. I was tempted, though.
Aren't we all from time to time?
How did things go while I was away? Any major crisis?
No major crisis. Everything went just fine.
Good.
Saturday night at 8 Eastern, Jane Powell, Edgar Bergen, and W.C. Fields star in Song of the Open Road. That's Saturday at 8 Eastern on the Movie of the Week. Now stay with us for the Patty Duke Show next on CBN.